welcome and thank you for being here today as we celebrate Somali Independence Day in the city of Columbus. Let's give a round of applause for coming together as a community to celebrate what makes Columbus special, which is our Somali population. And we just want to thank you all for being here as we take time and make space here at Columbus City Council. We often say that this space, this building, is the people's house. This is the people's house. Normally we were inside. I'm grateful that we get to be outside today, but this is the place where we come together to make all the important decisions about who we are and what this community means to us. And an important part of that is making sure that all of us feel very comfortable in this space. All the folks that make up the 915,000 folks that represent the city of Columbus and who we are represented, celebrated in this space. And so we are excited to celebrate Somali Independence Day here at City Council at City Hall. I want to welcome and recognize my colleagues first. President Pro Tem Liz Brown. Would you please recognize President Pro Tem? My colleague, Councilmember Nick Bankston. Our state representative, Dontavius Jaros. And you will hear from Dontavius very shortly, and all of the representatives that will speak in the near future. I want to thank the artists, the speakers, and organizers who put today's event together. I'm proud and excited to be with you today as Council President. 62 years. It's been 62 years. That's how long Somalia has been independent from colonial powers. And tonight, we're here together to celebrate that. The autonomy of the Somali people from the European rule. This past Monday, Council adopted Resolution 0136X-2022, which recognizes July 1st, 2022 as Somali Independence Day in the city of Columbus. This resolution talks about how Central Ohio is home to tens of thousands of Somali Americans. Some say as many as 100,000 right here in our community. And 200 new Somali residents arrive in Columbus each month, 200. And when we talk about the growth of Columbus, when we talk about who we are and what we are becoming, it is because of this community, because of the Somali community, and I'm so proud of that. Somali Americans come to this country to make a better life for themselves and their families. And we are proud that they chose to live in Columbus. Just as Somali families are seeking opportunities in our city, the Somali community is creating new opportunities for everyone to enjoy and benefit from new businesses, from nonprofits, and a renewed vibrancy coming out of a COVID pandemic. This Somali Independence Day, we are reminded of the wonderful diversity of this city and how we will contribute to push for a more equitable Columbus. I'm proud to fight for these values every day at Columbus City Council, and I'm so glad to see the diversity here tonight. So at this point, and I will say one more thing, I'm very grateful for the broad breadth of Somali leadership in our city. We have amazing Somali businesses. We have amazing Somali leadership in every aspect of our community, truthfully, except for one, and that's elected leadership. And I think it is high time that in the city of Columbus, we have a Somali elected official in Columbus, Ohio. And luckily, we have a couple Somali leaders running for elected office, and I'll just leave it there because this is a city event. But yes, representation matters. Representation matters, and I will leave it there. At this point, I'd like to invite up. So at this point, I'd like to invite up Mr. Abdi Mohammed, and Abdi and present this resolution. This is the resolution that we passed on Monday night, and it says that be it resolved by the Council of the City of Columbus that this council does recognize and celebrate July 1st, 2022 as Somali Independence Day, and with the people of Somalia and the Somali Americans here in the City of Columbus, we celebrate this momentous occasion. Thank you all for attending tonight, and happy Somali Day. At this point, I'd like to invite Hafsa Ahmed up. Hafsa is a local poet who will perform a short piece that she will present to us this evening. Woo!
Hello, my name is Hafsa, and I am a local poet in Columbus, Ohio, and this poem is called The Beauty of Being Somali. I hope you guys can enjoy it. Okay, here I go. I love where I come from. The tales and stories are praiseworthy. My country and my people will forever live with me, channeling through my veins, never surrendering the lustful power they desperately destroyed Somalia for. Afka Hoya will secure our country and giving Somalia the justice it also deserves. Afka Hoya isn't da'if, it will put your heart in ease. I will never forget my beautiful DNA, the beauty of being Somali. Every day our community grows, a beautiful plant relocated but can never be neglected. I envy those who felt the everyday surroundings of Somalia. I feel as though I've been acquainted with Somalia. Her stories make it sound familiar. Somalia is the definition of peace, the country of Nabad Nolol, Nim'a and Khair, the air that will cure you and the water that will clean you. Everybody had that natural glow being exposed to Somalia's atmosphere. The sun that won't burn you, my skin craves for, the people that won't hurt you and the air that won't pollute you. The water is from the heavens, you can just dance in the rain. The land was stolen and our glory has been broken, but my country will never be forgotten. The nation of poets, they call it often. Our language is so rich, you can't possibly narrow it down to one word. I can't possibly imagine being something else. The culture is enticing and it's inviting. Look at me getting excited, explaining. But I'm sad to see my country like this. We left with the breeze of the leaves, the wind and the trees, but I promise you, you will never see an ocean so blue. The grass is so green, and I'm long overdue for a visit or two. We take Somalia's essence with us and we carry it in our souls, never to forget the part we play in the role in restoring Somalia's glory and returning home, the beauty of being Somali. Thank you very much.
Wow, thank you very much. Thank you so much, Hafsa. It was a beautiful poem, and we really appreciate you here joining us to add a little beauty and creativity to this day. I'm so excited to be here, not only to recognize Independence Day, but to introduce our 2022 Somali Independence Day keynote speaker, Abdi Mohammed. Each and every day, Abdi chooses to pursue his passion and inspires so many Somali youth in Columbus. Abdi Mohammed is a Somali soccer player who plays for MLS Next Pro, Columbus Crew 2, as well as the Somalia national team. Abdi was born in Kenya to Somali parents and was raised here in Columbus. In 2022, he made his international debut after winning Somalia's World Cup qualifiers match against Zimbabwe. Prior to his professional soccer career, Abdi played for The Ohio State University's men's soccer team, Classic Eagles as a midfielder, and played high school level soccer at Westerville Central, where he was named All-State by College Soccer News in 2014. After his junior year at OSU, he transferred to Akron University and later began his professional career at New York City FC. Abdi currently, I think the vehicles are really excited about you, Abdi. That's why they're making so much noise. Abdi resides in our city currently along with his family. And during his time off, Abdi trains and mentors young aspiring athletes. He founded a nonprofit in 2020, and we're going to learn more about that tonight. So with that, please help me welcome our keynote speaker, Abdi. Thank you.
Good afternoon. Thank you all. Thank you for that introduction, Councilmember Brown. I truly appreciate the work you, Council President Hardin, and all of our members do for our community. Before I begin, I want to provide some additional background about myself and tell you about the beautiful place that it all began for me and my family, the Horn of Africa, Somalia. Something about Somalia most people don't know about is that it's home to some of the most unique cultures, societies in Africa. We're the only nation united by one language, one culture, and one religion. You see, Somali people are resilient. They're fighters and doers, and we're also innovators and leaders. We appreciate our brothers and sisters in the motherland who continue to fight for a better future. So I moved to the United States in 2004, and like many others, I had one dream. I longed to become a professional soccer player. Fast forward to today, I'm playing for a team I love, and that was made possible through many opportunities like the Ohio State University men's soccer team, who selected me during my freshman year, and also Akron University, where I started my professional career. Thanks to these opportunities, I am the man I am today. I won't go too much into my professional career because Councilmember Brown did a great job with her introduction, but I want to say thank you to these opportunities, or I want to say thanks to these opportunities because I'm now living my dream of playing in my hometown of Columbus for the Columbus Crew organization. If there's one thing I want to leave with you all today is that we can only make our dreams a reality through the support systems and hard work. I was fortunate to have a strong village. My cousin Omar Mohammed also dreamed of becoming a professional soccer player, and his dream became a reality. We share a lot in common, my cousin and I, but one thing we love most is giving back to the youth in the Somali community. We came together in 2020 and launched 1826 Academy, 18 being his number, 26 being my jersey number. This gave us a platform to not only display the talent in our Somali community, this gave us a platform to display the talent in our Somali community, not only within Ohio, but across the United States, Canada, and Somalia. We launched it after seeing the same issue in our community go undressed. We know there's a lot of potential in our community, but individuals oftentimes lack the support to attain their dreams to advance in their careers. Through 1826 Academy, we're able to make a difference in the lives of dozens of Somalis by connecting youth to resources, mentoring them, and expanding their network. This academy encourages the players to express their talents, understand leadership and teamwork, and leave knowing that 1826 Academy will support all their future endeavors. Our first ever camp was held in Minnesota in January of 2021, and in December of that same year, we traveled halfway across the world to Izmir, Turkey, to play 2 friendly matches with a team of young Somali players from all across the United States. All across the United States, Canada, and a few from Mogadishu, Somalia. For many of them, it was their first time having an experience, and it is because of those transformational moments that we will continue this work. We must encourage our youth to not only dream big, but fight for a better future for the generations to come after. I can see from today's crowd that we're all capable of helping each other. So let's continue to aspire and show everybody what true Somalianism is about. Thank you again, Columbus City Council, for this opportunity. And with that being said, I'd like to present a jersey to Hafsa Ahmed, whose poem I was very moved today. Aww.
I think we could do better than that. Let's give it up again. Well, good evening, everybody. Good evening. Listen, so this is supposed to be a celebration. I don't know, maybe this mic is a little loud, but I don't care. It's supposed to be a celebration. Let's stand up. Let's celebrate, y'all. Stand up. Let's celebrate. This is a fantastic moment for our city. Let's celebrate. Come on, clap it up. I am so honored to be one in front of you, not just as an elected official, but also as a colleague, an ally, a co-conspirator, someone who truly believes that our city is better when all of us are moving in the same direction. And so I want to thank the City Council for their tremendous partnership in really wanting to make sure that the People's House is a vibrant, culturally diverse space where anyone feels they can walk in there and make sure their voices are heard. Let's give it up for City Council, y'all. So I have 2 roles tonight. One is to award the Rising Youth, I'm going to say it, Rojo? Award. Did I do it right? I rolled that tongue. That was good, right? To Yusuf Saeed. That is you. Don't get up yet. Don't get up yet. I'll speak a little about you. So when we think about gun violence as a public health crisis in this city, it's going to take our young people to create the solutions that's going to save lives. And Yusuf Saeed has been on the front lines as a young person, someone who seen it in real time, who may have experienced it and said that enough is enough. He really believed and believes that we can save lives by elevating our young people, their voices, and speaking with one voice that we can do something different for this city. And so I am humbly honored to be given the opportunity to present the Rising Youth Rohod Award to Yusuf Saeed and his amazing championship of making sure that we're saving lives in this city. Let's give it up for this young man right here. Of course. Now, this is not on the program. Just stay here. This is not on the program, but as state representative of the 25th House District, I'm also going to do a state commendation to talk about the work that you have done in our city and as a true champion for our state. And so, again, let's give it up for him. Give him a word, a minute or two, to say a couple of things.
Thank you, State Rep Dontavius Gerals. Good evening, everyone. My name is Yusuf Forsame. I am incredibly honored to be receiving this award tonight. When I first started this work, I didn't imagine it would go this far. It took a long time for me to realize how important it is to stand together as a community and fight for what you believe in. I was never the person to want to participate in these things, nor did I have much interest in community work at all. Like most people my age, I was absorbed in a small bubble of my own friends and family. However, that was all soon to change. On December 23rd, 2020, my father passed away due to hospital neglect. An immigrant African man had his health significantly decline due to the negligence of the nursing staff throughout his entire visit. It took me some time to even realize the type of mental and physical neglect he was facing. And when he finally passed away after suffering alone in the hospital during the height of COVID, something since sparked within me to never want something like this to happen to anyone around me, let alone ever again. I was only 18 years old at the time and had just graduated high school. During that time, the support from my community gave me a lot of strength. I was able to meet families who went through similar situations and band together to raise awareness and call out such an injustice. This incident was huge for me and changed the course of my life. Little did I know what I was doing for my father would lead me into the direction of helping my community with the issues they face every day. By educating people on the effects of things like drug abuse, gun violence, mental health, and other prevalent issues within Columbus youth, I soon then started a group with amazing people called the Muslim Circle. This small group of people, some of whom have been with me since the very first protest we organized for my father, and have stayed with me until today, are continuously ready and willing to go after any project, event, or initiative we believe needs to be done. I want to give a quick shout out to State Rep Dontavius Gerals, President Hardin, and the rest of City Council for hosting this event to celebrate the Somali people. I'd like to also thank Hafid, Hamza, Bilal, Abdurrahman, Nasreen, Ilhan, Fatimina, Suban, and my uncle Burhan Ahmed for all of his efforts lifting up the youth. I am so grateful to God who nothing can be done without, then to my entire team in the Muslim Circle, to my amazing family who have been a part of this from the start, to my mentors who helped guide me along the way in this journey, and to my amazing community and council members who I stand before today, who have given me the support and encouragement needed to continue this work. This is only the beginning, and with everyone's efforts, we can work together to build the foundation needed to uplift the rising youth of tomorrow. Thank you.
Great job. Wow. Let's give it up for one more time for him. I feel like they coming after our jobs, y'all. It is, truly an honor and a privilege to know you, Saeed Youssef, to have heard about all the work you've done and the future that you are going to bring to this city in terms of building it for the better, not just for your family, but for families all across this city. And so thank you for the work that you do. I stand before you today thinking about 2 years ago when we set out on illuminating the city. And we did it alongside Council President Hardin and the City Council. We worked collaboratively. I need to give me one of those, y'all. I promise I need to give me one. But we worked collaboratively to create space where we can recognize one of the fastest growing communities in the city and in the Central Ohio region. And it wasn't just City Council, it wasn't just the State House, but there are organizations and companies all across this city that also want to uplift the Somali culture and community. One is in particular is Easton. If you walk into Easton, starting on the 1st, it will be lit up blue in dedication to uplifting Somali culture and history. When I think about where do we go from here, the reality is we have a lot of issues that we face. We talked about gun violence being a public health crisis. Yesterday, Councilwoman Shayla Favor talked about housing and the crisis we have in this city. We talked about food shortages. We talk about lack of opportunity in jobs. We talk about a lot of the issues that impact families all across cultural perspectives. But let me say something. I have hope, because to the young people that are sitting out there, you are the champions for how we're going to move this city forward. Your energy, your dedication, your drive, not just for elected office, if that's what you choose, but just for activism, for building a better Columbus and a better state. You are the reason why this city is a beacon for Ohio and the country. So, 62 years we will be celebrating. I am humbly honored to stand with you today, to celebrate with you, to uplift the stories, the community, as we continue to fight to make this city and this state the best it can be for all of us. And so I'm so excited to now bring up our musical performance from Nipka Hilak. I want to make sure I said that right. Gonna do it. Oh, no? Okay. Well, I'm gonna go sit down. Thank y'all. Appreciate y'all. Okay. So right now, what we're gonna do is we're gonna play the Somali national anthem, and then afterwards we're gonna close out with a prayer from the one and only. You gotta clap it up for him, the one and only Sheikh Mukhtar. You know, we gotta save the best for last. We do. We gotta save the best for last. But I'm so excited to be here with you, and happy Somali Independence Day, y'all. Thank y'all.
على آله وأصحابه ومن تبعهم بإحسان إلى يوم الدين. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. dhammaan dadka waxa weeye isugu yimid meeshan ummadda waxa weeye ka soo qayb gashay sanad guurada 62 xornimada waxa weeye ummadda Soomaaliyeed waa maasantiin gabdhaha iyo waxa weeye ragba dhammaan inta kadib Ilaahay subhanahu wa ta'ala waxaan ka baryaynaa ummadeena waxa weeye inuu mideeyo ummadii waxay wax ku noqotaa midnimo ummadan hadda aan la noolahay ama wadankeeni labaad oo ku noolahay oo Mareykanka waxa awooddaas uu ku yeeshay waa midnimo inagoo hal qoys ah oo halka geeska Afrika degan ayaa intaas oo qabiil iyo intaas oo dawladood aan noqonay taasina waxay keentay dhibaatooyin fara badan iyo dadkeenu inay meel kasta ay dhibaato kala kulmaan waxaan ummadda Soomaaliyeed meel kasta oo joogtaba aan Ilaahay subhanahu wa ta'ala uga rajaynaynaa in ay mid noqoto haday tahay waxa weeyaan awoodooda haday tahay taladooda haday tahay waxa weeyaan dhaqaalahooda haday tahay madaxnimadooda kulli haday tahay dalkooda ummadda Soomaaliyeed waxa weey israacdo waxa weey wax kasto dhibaatana Ilaahay subhanahu wa ta'ala ha ka qabto ayagana kuwii isjecel oo waxa weey walaalaha ha noqdaan maxaa yeelay diin baa ka dhaxaysa dal baa ka dhaxeeya jinsiyad baa waxa weey ka dhaxaysa wadanimo ka dhaxaysa waxyaabaha ummaduhu ku midoobaan oo dhan luqa ka dhaxaysa afar shay oo dadku ay ku midoobaan intuba waxa weey waan haysanaa haday tahay waxa weey dalkeena mid ah haday tahay diinteena mid ah haday tahay luqadeena waxa weey mid ah intaba waxa weey waynu haysanaa kuwii gartay Ilaahay subhanahu wa ta'ala inaga dhigo jazaakumullahu khayran assalamu alaykum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Well, thank you all so much again for being a part of this celebration today. And I really think that that Representative Gerald's, that Representative Gerald's said it best when he talked about young people and the future of our city. So let's let that be what we sit with here tonight. In addition to celebrating Somalia and Somali independence, let's let that notion of the young people leading the way being what sits with us tonight, what we leave here with. And thank you all again so much.
deeqola mahadsan tahay waxaan halkan isugu nimid munaasabad lagu maamuusayo sanad guuradii 62 ee ka soo wareegtay xornimadii iyo gobonnimadii jamhuuriyadda Soomaaliyeed golaha degmada ayaa martigeliyay halkan gadaashayda aad arkaysid waxa weeyaan waa xarunta golaha degmada Columbus Ohio Soomaali iyo waxa isugu timid maamulka golaha degmada iyo dad kale oo wakiil ah madaxka degmada waxaanan ku xuseynay inaan ku maamuusno sanad guuradii 62 aan iraahdo ee ka soo wareegtay xornimadii Soomaaliya dadku aad ayay ugu faraxsan yihiin munaasabadan ay qayb ka ahaadaan gaar ahaan aniga aad iyo aad ayay ahmiyad gaar ay igu lahayd meel kasta oo ay joogaan Soomaalidana waxaan u direynaa hambalyo iyo bogaadin ku aadan munaasabadan 62 xornimadii Soomaaliya jaaliyadda Soomaalida degmadan Columbus sida aad wada ogtihiin waa jaaliyadda labaad ee ugu badan wadanka Mareykanka iyo waqooyiga Ameerikaba aad ayay uga soo qayb galeen qaar ka badan oo kamid ah marka sidaas aan halkaan isugu nimid adiguna inaad qayb ka ahaatay TV-ga qaranka aad ayaan ugu faraxsanahay waana mahadsantahay.
Assalaamu alaykum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Magacaygu waa Maxamed Cabdiwali Qaalin Hoosh waxaan maanta ku imaanay xorriyadda Soomaaliyeed maalin wanaagsan waan faraxsanahay nabad iyo nolol baa Soomaaliya ku rajaynayna insha Allah Soomaaliya ha noolaato.
Assalaamu alaykum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Magacayga waa Yusuf Saciid Cabdi Yusuf. Maanta xafladda Somalia Independence Day waxaan ka soo dhaxgalnay Columbus City Council. Somalia dadka Somalia hambalayo aan ku soo salaamay. I work for the Muslim Circle. Waa group yar aniga saaxiibahayga waxaan ka shaqeynaa gun violence, mental health waxyaalahaas. So inshallah I want to see more of you guys. So dhawaada.
Assalaamu alaykum. Magacaygu waa Anis Liibaan. Waxaan ka shaqeeyaa Columbus City Council. Waxaan ka mid ahay dadka xafladan soo diyaariyay. Waa xaflad muhiim. Ma sha Allah Soomaaliya ha noolaato. Soo magacayga Kawthar Muuse waa dadka qaban qaabadan ka mid ahaa ma sha Allah si fiican u soo dhacday xafladda dad badan ka soo qayb galay almost ilaa 80 and more people ka soo qayb galay daartan weyna u jeedaan
waa guriga go'aamada looga gaaro cityga ee Columbus ee Soomaalida lagu qiyaas ilaa 80 ilaa 60 ilaa 80 ay degan yihiin marka waxaan leeyahay Soomaaliya Happy Independence Day 62 sano ka hor xorriyadda qaadanay arin qurux badan waa inta inaan safety iyo peace iyo prosperity ku soo gaarnay hore ha loo sii socdo insha Allah horumar ba u rajeynayaa dalkayga hooyo hadda Soomaalida qurbaha dabaaldegaysa waxaan rajeynayaa sidaas oo kale dadka Soomaaliya jooga inta qabanay ka badan inay sii qabtaan insha Allah idin mana ilaawi doono wassalaamu calaykum waraxmatullah
bismillaahir rahmaanir rahiim waxa maanta mahadska ilaahay dartiisa aan isugu imaanay xafladii illuminationka city of Columbus oo runtii ahayd xaflad aad muhiim u ah oo in muddo aan ka soo shaqeynay few years waxaan rabnaa insha Allah taala new generation leadership macnaheedu waxa waaye dadka yar inaan u design gareeno inay lead noqdaan ee hogaamiyaan magaalada runtii waan wax aad iyo aad ugu farxo waan u jeedaan 8:20 waxa bilaabanaya illumination cityga oo lightku will be blue caawa iyo eastern mallka waxaan kaloo noo sheegay dadka Soomaalida inay ogaataan waxaan is a few generation ka dambe rabnaa inaan invest gareynay oo waqtina gelinay muhiimadana ay tahay generation ka aan rabnaa inaan badbaadino oo leaders in city waa u jeedaan maxay isku yimid madaxdii waddanka oo dhan timaaday waana muhiim waay dadka yar inaan runtii promote gareyno oo noo shaqeeyaan oo leadership ka aan ay wadaan dadka encourage gareeyaan oo jiilka dambe ay ugu tagaan dhaxal iyo wax jar marka waxaan rabaa kaloo sheego tomorrow waxa dhici doono raising the flag sidaas ku dhacay calanka Soomaaliya laga daari doonaa waana arrin aad muhiim u ah inaan calankeena la daaro waqtiga habba independence-keena uu yahay waxaan ku faraxsano inaan ku faraxno dhamaanteen dadka Soomaalida u baahan yihiin inay markasta ka shaqeeyaan Soomaalinimadu iyo midnimada inay ka shaqeeyaan waxaan horumar ku gaari karno haddaan ciyaalkan badbaadinin oo laga shaqeynin oo generation laga shaqeynin waxa dhici doona in dad badan dhibaatooyin naga gaarto marka waxaan rabnaa insha Allah taala jiilka dambe inaan invest gareeyno space siino ay wax hogaamiyaan oo aan train gareeyno waxaan aad iyo aad ugu faraxsanahay waad arkaysaan in magaaladu ay dadka sharaxayeen maanta ay u cararayaan wax la yiraahdo represent waa markii ugu horeysay oo xisbi dimuqraadi xataa in dooras gareey waxaasna waxa keenay inaan runtii aan tusinay dadka yar inaan soo lift gareeyno wax lagu farxo waxaan rabaa inaan halkan u mahad celiyo baahda TV-ga deeqasana Somali TV oo runtii wax weyn ka qabtay magaaladan oo runtii u baahan inaan la shaqeyno oo taageerno waa TV kaliya magaalada noo joogo runtii wax badan ka qabto oo mid wax badan ka sameeyay Soomaalida u shaqeeyo marka hala noo shaqeeyo hala taageero election socda hala soo baxo July 6 hala la codeeyo insha Allah taala early election ku bilaabanaya July 6 waa maasantiin
bismillaahir rahmaanir rahiim magacaygu waa Cabdi Aadan ilaahay baa mahad leh galabta nagu sugay inaan halkan joogno inaan u dabaaldegayno 62 guuradii xorriyadda Soomaaliya waxaan joognaa magaalada Columbus Ohio waxaan ku faraxsanahay inaan u dabaaldegno maalmihii xorriyadda Soomaaliyeed runtii waxayna arrintaanu na tusinaysaa sida dadka Soomaaliyeed meel kasta ay joogaan ugu baahan yihiin midnimo iyo wanaag iyo inay ku farxaan maalmahooda xorriyadda ilaahay baa wuxuu ka dhigay dadka ugu nasiibka badan adduunka waa dad isku luuqada waa dad isku diin ah waa dad isku afa waa dad ilaahay ku beeray dhulka adduunka ugu fiican waxaa loo baahan yahay marka meel kasta ay joogaan xorriyadda ilaahay siiyey iyo dhulka fiican oo ku irsaaqay inay ka faa'iideystaan annaga meel kasta aan joogno gacmaha isqabsanaynaa waddankanaga waa jecelahay dadkanaga waa jecelahay waa midaynaynaa waa u taaganahay waana ku faraxsanahay galabta inaan qayb ka ahaado xafladan quruxda badan ee lagu qabanayo magaalada Columbus Ohio.
Assalamu alaykum magacayga waa Xafsa Axmed maanta waxa waaye Somali Independence Day event ka soo qayb galay Soomaali badan ku imaalay gabayna akhriyay hambaliyo Soomaali weyn oo aad iyo aad ku faraxsanahay maanta event kaanay jazakallahu khair.
Maanta waxaa ka qayb galay Somali Independence Day here in Columbus, Ohio. I'm very proud to be Somali and a professional soccer player representing my people, and I hope to continue to inspire the youth, inshallah.